We asked Saskatchewan what they know about 5G.
More speed, more innovation.
It's gonna make our lives a whole heck of a lot easier.
This is what 5G looks like.
Better, faster.
Sounds like one more G. Sounds pretty good.
I don't know what it means.
All you really need to know is the future of 5G is here and will continue improving through investments in network technology.
I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation athletes.
Welcome to the RockShop.net, the official store for the Grand Slam of curling. Whether you're looking for the best hats, stylish clothing, fun toys, or unique accessories, the Rock Shop has it all. Shop online anytime at the RockShop.net for exclusive Grand Slam of curling gear, or come see us in person at your next event. The RockShop.net, where fans find their favorite curling gear.
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to day 2 here at the Curling Stadium Speedy Creek Shootout in Swift Current, Saskatchewan. My name's Jim Nix. I'm here with Terry Corbin, and we've got Connor Sims handling the production side of it for us. So we look forward to bringing you a good game this morning. Terry, one really well-known name here and a name that maybe not a lot of people know about.
Yeah, that's right. Team King, they've been knocking on the door here at the Ontario Provincials. Had a pretty good U21 campaign. Dylan, who plays third for Jayden, he's been declared a Canadian U18 champion. Owen Henry and Daniel Del Conte, and I believe Daniel was with Dylan when they won the provincials or the Canadians. So nice young up and coming team. We've got a lot of prospects here in Ontario, and then of course the other team. I think there's no stranger. They're no stranger to the curling world. I think he's a 7-time world champion, Niklas Edin.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I didn't even look him up. I said, well, most people know about him. He's won everything, and he's won everything a lot of times. So, he's and really probably for Edin, didn't have a banner year for them. Like I say, I didn't really look up what he did this year, but they certainly slipped. I think they're like 13th or something in the world, and just having a year that you wouldn't expect out of them. But they're here now, and they're getting ready for the World's next week or the week after. And I wouldn't look far past them when I was looking at potential winners. That's for sure.
No, and I mean, I always thought that Oscar, his third, Eriksson, is the key to that team. certainly he makes Niklas's life a little less difficult. I've noticed this year, like he just hasn't had that bona fide year that you just go like this guy doesn't miss.
Yeah,
um,
exactly. Yeah.
but yeah, I wouldn't put anything past Niklas. Not only is he a great shooter, he's a mastermind. And I was telling people there last night that I kind of hosted him and his team about 7 years ago here in Brantford, and my God, those guys throw so many rocks. You just wouldn't believe they'd throw in the morning and then they'd throw in the afternoon. Hey, can we go down at this evening and throw? No, there's no ice.
Yeah. Yeah.
They love the game.
Yeah, it's interesting because we have a lot of, like everybody, try to promote the game, try to build your junior programs and all that kind of stuff. But at the same time, our kids don't really understand how much these guys really throw and practice to be good. I remember a couple of years ago when Cooey's team was playing in Alberta somewhere, and they flew and they had a 4-hour layover or something in Calgary, and so they called a club and they arranged to get a club to go practice during the little layover from their flights. And I thought, holy cow. I'd
I
be
know.
looking for somewhere to have lunch and rest and maybe do
Yeah.
nothing else. Maybe that's why I'm here and not out
That's
there.
right.
And I'm 100. That's the other thing. So,
Yeah.
little peel attempt here for the Team King didn't go the way they wanted. They're trying to get rid of that corner. They are sitting two, but no, sorry, Dean's sitting two, so he's trying to just open that up a little bit, maybe make the run back. In some trouble now, though, without Hammer looking at two, and Niklas is going to play the out turn come around to sit three. If he makes this good, it's going to be tough for King.
Yeah, last night it was a very young and I'm going to call them an experienced team. They're just making the step to the men's, and I don't know if they were just kind of in awe, but as I said, there's so much to be taken from a team like Niklas when you kind of do some introspection, like what they did in certain situations and the whole works. Like, so yeah, it's a pretty good curling lesson that they got, but it's a valuable lesson if you go back and kind of just dissect it for what it was worth.
I need a lesson in color matching because I'm going to get this straight now. I had a straight
Yeah,
the first time. Yeah. So Niklas Edin is throwing red. So he wasn't sitting two. He was coming around the corner and naturally not really worrying too much about the rocks in the house. That's what most of the good teams don't get too upset when the other team has a couple of rocks in play. And King third now is Dylan Neapage looking to play an out turn, probably just a freeze to the red one in the house.
Yeah, I would think so.
Terry, you mentioned you've coached this fellow a few times in the past, and pretty good young curler, I suspect.
Yes, very good, and just a true gentleman in the making.
Yeah, it's nice. A little bounce off there, which didn't help them. Gives Niklas Edin a chance to make a little hit and flop in behind that guard. It's a tough. It looks a little bit tough on the long range to make that roll, but on the overhead, it looks like he's got enough room to easily get in there.
Yeah, they the ice was not curling a whole lot yesterday. I mean, we had some. I don't know. There might have been taken 2.5 feet for some just hack weight shots. Even the draws that they were making from the center line out, they just looked like they would go. They were willing to go and curl, and then they would just flatten out. Like,
yeah, I don't know about our sheet. Our sheet had some curl. I think Chris was
yeah.
referring to a shelf a lot of the time, and I just think it took it a while to move. But you're right. At the end of the day, it still was only curling about 2.5, 3 feet max, and that was all right at the end.
Yeah.
So he had some funny looks out there. You see some draws that were only taking like a 1.5 foot of ice sort of thing.
Yeah.
It looked like I'm thinking, how are you ever going to get by that? We played last night at our club, and we had like 6 feet of curl, which is a little more than we usually have. But man, it was weird looking at the broom down at the other end. I'll tell you.
That's right.
Go to throw. You call it funny how when you're skipping, you can call a whole end and take 5 feet or 5.5 feet of ice. It doesn't seem weird when you go to throw yours. You're at the other end, like, well, that's got to be too much ice.
I know. I don't know how many times I got in the hack and said, That looks like a lot of ice.
Yeah, I know. Your team has to talk you down a little bit. So
Yeah, that's right.
yeah. Anyway, not a great shot for Oscar there. Kind of the same situation as Neopage had, where he bounced off. Oscar bounced off a little further, but certainly what looks to be a very, very makeable double here for Jayden King. King sitting at 1-0. Both these teams at 1-0 this weekend so far. They've got a lot of games to go yet, though. So this one's on its way. Throwing some weight at this.
Yeah, Jayden throws it pretty good.
Yeah, it looks like this is going to be curling up a little too much, though.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's a little tight there or what. That's a
Yeah, I
lot
don't
of
know.
curl for that much
Yeah.
weight, though.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Yeah. So what do you do here? Do you try to roll behind the guard, Terry, or do you roll to open side and be happy with the 2?
Yeah,
potential.
I'm thinking that if it's me, I'm gonna try and roll to the open side.
Yeah, I think I'm with you on that. And even if you end up with a nose hit, it's not terrible. That would be a tough double for the other guys to take on. They would probably take it on first end, but not a lot to
Sure,
lose, though. But still.
It's funny how you get in that mindset. Oh, not a lot to lose. It's the first end, and then in the third or fourth end, you're looking at. We just need to score here and get off.
Yeah, 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 yeah. True enough. So Niklas Edin with absolutely the coolest curling outfits ever been, I think, in my opinion. I love that Viking logo on the front. They've had it.
Yeah.
I don't know if they've ever changed it for the last 10 years, but I have no idea what it actually represents other than heritage, probably. But I don't know if it actually represents a company or something other than that. But it's just really cool.
Yeah.
Niklas has had, I think, about 100 operations. He's amazing. He's still playing and getting down where he does. I know he's had operations on everything.
Yeah, back especially.
Yeah. This one's curling up. Might end up going the other way yet. Looks like a nose hit.
Yeah.
So we'll find out what Jayden King decides to do here. If he goes for this double or if he just goes for a little hit and flop. And hit and flop right on top of the other one wouldn't be bad, but you better decide now because it's very different calls depending on what you're doing.
Yeah.
Jayden's tall.
Yeah.
He a lot of height with Niklas for sure.
Yeah, it was funny because I remember the first time I saw Jayden, it was like, who is that kid? Is he not like playing overaged in this U18 thing? And no, Terry, he's only 17 or 16, I think, at the time.
Yeah, jealous.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah. I had a hard time getting to 5'4". I don't think I got there. I just say 5'4" now. So Jayden King with an attempted double here. Pretty thin double. Looks like he's close, but he got to make some contact.
Yeah, he's gonna go underneath it.
They never really, it's a little bit of a missed call there in the sense that they needed to try to make that curl a little bit. He almost went right by. I don't know why they weren't trying to carve it a little bit, but. So Niklas Edin with just a draw to the 8-foot here for 2 here in the first end.
Yeah, I one of the stats that I would be interested in, and I've said this a couple of times, so I should really see if there is a stat. But I'd love to know how many times Niklas scores a deuce or more in the first end with the hammer.
Yeah. Well, we know it'd be more than Rachel Holman, that's for sure. She doesn't like to score most times yet. Doesn't seem to affect her much. She only loses. Well, she lost as many times in this event so far as she did probably all year, but she's there and she'll be there at the end, I'm sure. So Niklas Edin, guys, just kind of a little bit of a hard sweep, but really it's not a hard sweep. It's just kind of like a steady sweep. And it will get there by a half a rock. Anyway,
yeah,
they weren't too worried about it, but Niklas Edin makes a draw for 2 here in the first end and take an early 2-0 lead over Jayden King from London, Ontario. We'll be back right after the break.
Handcrafted in Canada, Hardline's Ice Pad has revolutionized curling for over a decade. Engineered with top-tier precision and durability, it is backed by an unmatched 10-year warranty. Designed for curlers at all levels to sweep effortlessly with maximum efficiency, it is trusted by the world's best curlers, including Olympic and world champions. It is quite simply the best brew in the game. Hardline. Join the revolution.
Saskatchewan, you know Sasktel because we're everywhere. because being everywhere keeps us connected to you. With Sasktel sponsorships, we get to be part of your community. We're here with you, and we're here for you. It's easy to get started. All you need to do is apply. Sasktel cares. Always has, always will. To apply for sponsorship, visit sasktel.com/sponsorships.
The people have spoken, the votes are in, and the players are ready to rock. At curling's first ever All-Star event, live from Nashville, April 15th and 16th, where 13 of the world's best men's and women's curlers face off for a star-studded celebrity pro-am, a unique skills competition, and an all-star skins game you won't want to miss. Got a ticket? We'll see you in Music City. Don't have one? Better hurry. They're going fast. The 2025 TCG All-Star Game, live from Nashville, April 15th and 16th. Let's rock.
Hi, I'm Jane. And I'm Rick, and Jane and I are the owners of Sprague Foods Limited here in Belleville, Ontario, in the Bay of Quinte area. We're a food processing facility, and we can a whole range of products, including soups and sauces and rice pudding and beans.
And we're back for end number 2. Jayden King from London, Ontario, looking to turn around the deuce that Niklas Edin scored in the first end. Pretty easy deuce at the end of the day, wasn't it, Terry?
Yeah, it really was. Just one shot where Dylan played the freeze and just bounced off and rolled into the open, and they just exchanged rocks basically after that.
So up goes the corner for Daniel Del Conte for the Jayden King team. It'd be right about where that logo is, actually, is just about the right distance from the house. I've seen a lot of corners lately. Last week, too, where the corners are just too high.
Too high.
Just,
too
really
high.
high.
Too high. Yeah, and with any bit of curl, like you can get to everything.
Yeah. So Niklas looking for I didn't see really where he tapped there. If he tapped just short or just in, but I would think just short if he's going to go to the center. Talked about this before. It's funny when you see a veteran team like this, that sometimes just seems like a shot that just should be, okay, every single time we ever end up with this situation, we're throwing this, but it doesn't work quite that way. I get it, but it's kind of odd sometimes to see those things take a minute or more to sort out. Sweeper's working this one. They just like to get this to the center line.
Yeah.
A little bit short. And it's working its way over. Looks like decent curl here today, Terry.
Yeah.
It's a good shot. So Jayden will come around that corner, I believe.
Yeah, you threw it. You want to use it.
Yeah. Yeah, too often we don't see that happen. So Daniel Del Conte's second rock here in the first inning. He threw a nice corner. Now he's got a chance to go around it. Going to have to work pretty hard on this. Really curling over there. Just a little bit light, maybe.
Yeah, it's light. And this is what we found yesterday too with a very young team. They did not have good command of draw weight, especially to the wings.
Yeah.
Came up short a lot.
Yeah, it takes a while to develop that, but you would expect that when you make the first one, your second one, you should be able to, if nothing else, be at least as much weight, because these guys have all, deliveries are so good these days, and
Yeah.
Other than the exaggerated extension, which isn't my favorite thing. But other than that, it's everybody's good. Every country across the whole world, everybody has good deliveries, and you would figure that would have been fairly easy to add a little bit of weight to. But
Yep.
so Rasmus Rana comes around the center guard, completely buried. So you can see there how much curl you can get in a short distance. So going around those corners, you could have that same basic effect and totally bury. So looking to make the double here. Might be looking to make the double and roll over to save a corner on the other side. You might be in front of a Dean Stone's the only thing, or you might be going the other way. So is Owen Henry.
This has got to curl
Get
right up.
both or not?
No, just had to curl
Didn't
up a
quite
little.
get there. No. Yeah. So Owen Henry, do you think he would have been subject to O. Henry jokes when he was growing up?
Yeah, think?
Yeah, I'm just thinking that. Yeah. That's okay. It'd be worse nicknames for having that. So
you got that right. You got that right.
So looking for a guard again for it's time for Oscar Eriksson. As you mentioned, one of the best at this position. We have a couple of left-handers. I wrote the top of the list when it comes to that. You take Mark Kennedy and Oscar, two of the very best, and at the third position, both left-handed. This one's got to curl a little bit. Should get there okay.
Yeah, it'll finish hard.
And maybe over curl a hair.
Yeah.
Well, it might be enough to be a tease.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
So an opportunity here. These are the opportunities that the best teams make. So if you're going to compete at the top level, these are the ones that you got to make. If you make this really good, it puts you in a really good spot to maybe score a deuce. And
yeah.
Dylan Nia Page. Allow turn, just kind of probably a hack to board weight. Needs to curl a little more.
Yeah, this is a miss.
Yeah, and really again, slow. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like slow reactions to the idea of, carving and whatever you want to call it, directional sweeping in general. They aren't jumping on quite as early as I would expect. That might have been more heavy than anything, but
I think that was the problem there.
Yeah, he would have been better off missing it, but not really much different. He only moved a couple of, maybe an inch and a half.
Yeah. As we talked last night, they're one of a couple teams like really fighting hard for a spot in the Olympic pre-trials.
Okay.
But we, in conjunction with Jerry, who provided this information, is that it looked like Ryan Kleider would get the spot, the last spot, if he finished in a semifinal position here at this Spiel.
Oh yeah, is that in the pre-trials or in the trials?
Yeah, no, I think that was the for the trials.
Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. I think I don't know exactly what you have to do to get into the pre-trials, but I would expect that Ryland would be qualified now for the pre-trials, I would think.
Yeah.
But okay.
But I think he has to finish with a semifinal berth.
Okay.
And the next one that was closest to him was McDonald, and I think McDonald had to win the Spiel, and Kleider couldn't be a semifinalist.
Okay, yeah.
So lots to play for sure.
Yeah, a little bit more interesting conversation for us as the weekend goes on as well.
Exactly, yeah.
Very nice shot. Probably didn't hit it quite in the right spot, or might have been able to get rid of them all, but still, it's a good shot.
Yeah.
See it again here. In turn with some weight. Oh, it gets that foot way under there.
Yeah.
You see the slide sort of took him a little bit inside. Sort of sometimes when you're trying to throw a little harder, it's totally in your comfort zone. Really good try.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Yes. I was playing our club championship round this past Wednesday, and a guy that I've had a lot of games against, and even I've played with him a bit. He tried to throw a bullet, and he he finished the throw, and then he was kind of down for the count, just trying to throw it because he has both him and his brother could really throw bombs, and
Yeah.
he's only playing once a week now, and yeah, when you kind of fly out of the hack trying to throw those bombs, it's a little different when you're not
Yeah.
playing regularly.
Yeah. So Niklas Edin now will play the out turn, come around. Niklas just going to keep heavy pressure on here.
Yeah, I think that's what makes Nicholas so tough to play against is he doesn't often play defense.
No.
It's
It's a little
coming in a
heavy, though.
little heavy, eh?
More than a
Wow.
little. This is
Yeah.
like through the house heavy.
Through the house, yeah. Wow.
Wow, that is a big miss. Obviously, a little lack of communication on what that draw weight might be, or he just threw it too hard. I suppose the other possibility, but they look a
Yeah.
little baffled by it. So I'd say that they were not expecting it to be the speed that it was.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just see the tap behind, hit and roll. Like, I mean, again, you're probably going to have to throw a draw in your second one. I would kind of, if it were me, I guess I would be playing uh, around the yellow.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It looks like that's what they're going to do. Sure, not taking a lot of ice, but you could hit either one and still be shot. But
Yeah.
generally, when you're playing these hits, you're usually taking the high one, but you do have some corners to work with on the other side. So I don't know for sure how much you're going to curl out here, Terry, but it doesn't look like a lot. Like he's got
Yeah.
your 2.5 feet of ice there, I guess, but definitely can't be tight.
Yeah, yesterday's ice, I mean, that would have been plenty. And when it got to the hog line, you would say like it's never going to curl enough. And when it got to the top of the house, it really took off. And
Yeah, very similar to what we had.
yeah,
Guys
boys are
working hard.
really working hard here. I'm thinking this is light, is it
Yeah.
not?
I think it's hard to see it. They're going to be close, though.
Yeah.
Oh, he's late. That good line. Actually, ice probably would have been fine.
Yep, you're absolutely correct. He throws the right weight. That's good line.
So King in trouble here.
Yeah.
Nicholas, gotta believe he won't make too much of a mistake on this one. He's looking at a little bit of sort of a partial guard on the shot rock, and a guard on the draw, trying to get both out of this one shot, which you can do sometimes, or at least make both them tough.
Yeah.
I'm a little surprised that, given that he just threw the draw, that he doesn't play that same come around again. I would have thought that might be what he was looking at, but but this is pretty darn good too. If you can split the difference there and put it right where Oscar's broom is right now,
Yeah.
he's going to have to go out and play either the in-turn draw again, which he tried, or the hit and roll off the outside one. It's going to be his two options.
And I think I mean, if Nicholas makes this exactly the way it was drawn up, I think you see Jayden play that hit and roll.
Yeah. Still talking about it, though. Not totally convinced.
Yeah. We got some really good young teams coming up, though. That's going to be interesting to see who kind of is that, next Cooey, the next, I don't know. It's like Kevin Martin kind of disappeared, and Cooey dominated for a while, and Gushu dominated, and it's just I've been looking to see who's that next young team that's going to take the next step, because even that Jordan McDonald, like they're a young bunch too, and to me they come out of nowhere. I mean, and I say that with all due respect. I just like literally, I've only heard of him, and haven't seen him play very much. But
So Edin changed, went back to the drop come around. Makes me
Yeah.
think I should be coaching this team.
There you go, eh?
No offense, Terry, but I'd probably rather do that than do this. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the phone's not going to ring. But
I was gonna
anyway,
say a lot of people may have to drop dead
Yeah.
before you get
Yeah.
this job, bud.
yeah, you might be right. So tough shot for Jayden King here, drawing against 3. He did the only thing wrong with that shot is you just leave him probably a well, I don't know, it's easy, but left him an easier shot than you would have left him by plugging the hole. That's the only thing. And he couldn't have made it any better, don't think.
I was gonna say Nicholas was considering you, and he just fired you after that comment.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I only speak one language, so it would probably be just
That's right.
So we got the outturn draw here. Sweeper's just kind of hovering a little bit. He's not light, I don't think, because they're sure not.
No,
going
he's
real
not
hard on this.
light.
Line looks really good.
Yeah, this is just gonna
Does
stop.
he need a rub? Somebody
Well,
better tell
too
me if he
late.
does.
It's too late for that.
And he gives up 1. So just 1 for Niklas Edin, but communication, we'll talk about that when we come back after the break as Edin leads 3-0 after 2 here at the Speedy Creek Shootout Curling Stadium. Back in a minute.
Team Homan rocks.
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
That would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Ah, now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
Welcome to the rockshop.net, the official store for the Grand Slam of curling. Whether you're looking for the best hats, stylish clothing, fun toys, or unique accessories, the Rock Shop has it all. Shop online anytime at the rockshop.net for exclusive Grand Slam of curling gear, or come see us in person at your next event. The rockshop.net, where fans find their favorite curling gear.
Can't even figure it out at all. So we are back, Terry. So it's still a 1 there the last end by Edin, but communication is such a big part of the game, and it looked like they might be able to salvage that if they just, if everybody had talked that back and forth a little bit on the sweep call.
Yeah, those are tough because you actually have to make a decision and then stick with it.
Yeah.
Because if they had have maybe communicated a little quicker and better, they might have been able to save that with a chap off the stone there.
Yeah, because it was barely heavy. It's just a
Yeah.
tiny little bit. So, anyway, lesson learned for those of you out there that are trying to learn the game, and it's certainly a skill for sweepers to know exactly where rocks are going to be, but it can make it a lot easier if you can let the skipper know exactly where it's going to go. So unfortunately, a little touch for Nia Page there.
Yeah, we
Nia,
constantly talk about, you know, you can never be wrong if you say nothing.
yeah,
And is that your position? You never want to be wrong?
yeah,
Because yeah, you will make mistakes, and I mean, I've been there where the sweepers are going, we're all there, and
yeah,
next thing you know, well, really, all where, all short? I didn't want it short,
yeah,
you know?
yeah,
But you got to turn the page, like to me, I'd rather have somebody willing to take those risks and
yeah,
it's just like when the numbering system first came out, 7, 8, no, 9, 10, 9, 10, and
yeah,
2, 3. Like, okay, well,
yeah,
what is it?
yeah,
But I mean, I thought that was a good um, system to develop
yeah.
further with the teams.
Yeah, yeah, it was. It took a little while. You are right. It still takes a while. I've got guys playing with me that still I get every number on every shot. So
Yeah,
it might start at 1 and go to 9, or it might start at 9 and go to 1, but I get every
yeah,
number. So
yeah,
if they talk at all, I'm going to get every number. So
yeah.
they eventually get close, but man, it takes a while. That's hard.
That's right. You're either a good judger or you're you're not very good at it.
Yeah,
But
yeah. So Edin now going to put this in hit mode a little bit here for at least a couple of ends, and he's got a pretty good lead. 3-0 at this level is a pretty big lead after 2 ends, and something that you're just you play this and make sure you don't give up more than 2 and get the hammer back and get your 2, and you're in great shape at the break. So we'll see how it goes. These guys are not going to miss too many. Nice shot for Rana.
yeah,
So his sister didn't make it into the Worlds. It seems like
yeah,
unfortunate because she's obviously one of the up and coming and best teams out there. Had decent success at a lot of slam events and whatnot. So, but unfortunately, there's not a lot of room at the top of the pile for her right now. But her day will come. So Owen Henry, I'll resist the urge.
yes.
Showing an out turn, little tap and roll here. This might have to go the other way. This could be good. Nice shot. Nicely done.
Yeah.
He might be able to get to it, but it would be a bit tough. Of course, just even getting rid of the guard is not bad. Looking for hack weight. I would expect him to play the run if it was, yeah. Yeah, I think for these guys,
Yeah.
Peterson and Oscar can throw it hard, and I don't think there's any point in fooling around with trying to just pick that one out of the back.
Yeah, no, I think this is a good call.
Just trying to decide on turn here, probably more than anything else. I would think they'd want to hit this on the inside, low side, I think, Terry.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely make more sense. So it's the left-hander's in turn. Looks pretty close.
Really close.
Curl.
Really close.
Almost over curl, but good shot. Did leave a corner for King to work with, though.
Mm-hmm.
See it again. Really not much to do on this. Just watch it pretty well.
That's right. Yeah.
Those are always nice.
Not a lot of ice.
No chance for the skip to mess it up, and they get 7 brush whacks in, and they're good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good shot. They make it look so easy, that big weight.
Yeah.
So this is Nia Page. I said Nia Page earlier, but I think this fellow's also got a shirt that says Nia Page, the person playing lead. Just got to hold this. Will they get it by? Trying to sneak it by. They will. Now will it stop before it comes out the other side? You know, kind of open on this side, but Niklas looking to make it go away, not looking to stay here. Throw some weight, make sure of it. He rolls out here. I got a question for you. See if he rolls out first. And he will. So my question is, would you ever consider, he's going to play the double, get rid of it. My question was, would you ever consider coming around those on the intern side? Since, you know, you're going by that high corner and they can run that back all day long. And if you come around the two that he's going to hit, you could be buried in underneath a staggered guard situation. I don't know if you'd ever try that. Would you ever think about that, or is it too early?
I would think about that.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, Page looking to make the double. Definitely needs to make the double, and he will. The only problem with that is he knew that you were going to be off the rings, and Edin's probably going to play that draw again. But you know, you had to do something, and that's probably feels more comfortable that way. He doesn't have to look at too many more rocks for a couple of minutes.
Yeah, I see. When you said somebody else had Neo Page,
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't
Lead.
looking that closely, but I don't. Yeah, because I don't think that's not Owen Henry.
Oh no.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, my picture is not the greatest here, but.
But Henry's shirt, the shirt, there is a shirt out there that says Henry.
Oh, was
and
there?
then yeah, the second stone definitely says that. But I think the lead stone is Daniel Del Conte, and I think he's wearing a Nia Page shirt too. Could be lots of reasons for that, but I think I saw that when he threw his first rock in this end. But well, we'll check it out as it goes on. It's not earth shattering either way, but we'd hate to mislead anybody.
Yeah. It just didn't look like Owen. Once you mentioned it, I started I started looking, and it just didn't look like Owen.
So Dean's going around the tight one here, or is he actually might be just going to the back of the forefoot? So a call I see sometimes now that I didn't used to see, but
that's right.
I don't stacked or whatever you want to call them, and I like this. I just like this a lot better, and maybe it's just because I'm older and don't like change, but I just think this is a better option for me, especially
Yeah,
if you need more
me
than one.
too. Yeah, me too.
I think it's a better option for getting three, I think, is the thing. So Nick, Rasmus Rana now looking to throw a tight guard on the one in the house. Niklas and his sister, I think, play mixed doubles together.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they have. Anyways, I don't know if they always do, but Peterson plays, or Erickson plays a lot of mixed doubles as well. I don't think the other two guys do too much, but I should say that maybe, I don't know, maybe Edin might too. I'm not sure. Somebody has to play with Hasselborg.
Doesn't Erickson play with her?
It probably is, yeah. So a chance for a hit and roll here.
I don't know who this is throwing.
Right now?
Yeah, I don't know who that is, because that's not Dan. That's not Dan.
No, I think throwing right now, I'm pretty sure, at least if I can go by the shirts, is Owen Henry. And when you look here on the right-hand side, it's a guy that I think his shirt also says Nia Page, and I think it's Del Conte, but I could be wrong. I might be getting mixed up.
That's not Del Conte.
No?
No.
Okay, well, maybe they have a spare playing this weekend, but you see Henry right there.
Because that's Owen Henry there.
Okay.
Because I was looking at the young gentleman there going towards King, and I'm going, well, that's not Owen Henry.
Okay, no. So, and it's not we don't think it's Daniel Del Conte either.
No,
so
that's not. That's definitely not.
they have a fifth player or a spare at least that's playing today,
Mhm.
and he may or may not be related to Nia Page. Quite often, that's not the case. They just happen
Yeah,
to
I
have
know.
somebody who has a shirt that fits him. So
Yeah.
sometimes they don't even fit. Doesn't matter. He's wearing a team shirt, and we don't know who he is. So if we have anybody out there that knows the answer to that, feel free to let us know.
Oh, I just see here. Okay, I just see the chat. Xander. Okay, Xander plays with Alex Champ. So okay, so that all makes sense.
So who is that
Thank
then?
you, Charlotte. Xander Elms is playing lead.
Sander Elms.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't have the chart box up on my thing for some reason. There we go.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Xander plays lead, I believe, for Alex Champ.
Okay, well, there. Learn something all the time. So here's a run back. Looks pretty
Close.
good.
Oh,
Oh,
just
missed. Yeah, the King squad just needs to make one or two of those, make them perfect, and set something up for themselves, and could change this game around in a hurry. Just a bit of a struggle right now, kind of getting ahead of the game, if you will.
Yeah. Well, and definitely, the situation is such that they've got corners on both sides. So, yeah, just getting something going here.
Oscar Erickson throwing a guard again. And he's going to be okay. Probably just about right. Might have been looking to be a couple feet shorter, but that's not bad. It kind of forces the hand of Jayden King here, whether or not he wants to play that or draw. There's no good places to draw, I don't think, right now, Terry.
Yeah,
Could either be shot and
I think you have to, if you're coming around, you got to come around the other one, only because you're definitely not gonna be shot by the looks of it if coming around the staggered corners.
Yeah.
But the staggered corners would offer you the most protection.
He's calling the corner freeze on the red shot that we see quite often with the front ends. It's a little bit late in the end to see this shot, I think. He's just nice.
It's all about weight.
Yeah, it
You
looks
just don't
really,
want to
really good.
bounce.
Nicely done. They almost managed to bounce that off to be removable. They actually probably, you're just arguing about little things, but probably need to just stop sweeping that a foot or two sooner and just let it die into that red because it almost bounced off too far. But anyway, looks like Dean's thinking about just guarding the whole thing up. The only problem with that is you do leave the potential angle raise or slash or whatever for two. So he's showing us all the possibilities here.
That's right, yeah.
Some days I think we're probably a good thing we don't have telestrators.
Dear.
Should be able to use some AI to do that for you now.
I know, eh?
I don't know anything about AI other than I had a meeting the other day. This is totally off topic, but while they're getting ready, Oscar's settling in to throw a guard. I'll come back to that. Maybe I'll have to wait between ends to tell you that. Looking for a guard here on the yellow. He's willing to run the risk of the slash coming in for two for King. Niklas doesn't really have a lot of options either. There's no other good places for him to draw. Coming to the center, there's nowhere to get there. No way to get there. You're going to make the guard. Still leaves the slash. Leaves the, you could run the red back to the red that he just threw would be a not a bad choice if you wanted to take that on instead of the slash, it might be a little, the angle might be a little better. What do you think, Terry?
Yeah, certainly.
I can't say I like any of these draws. And I get that you're down 3-0, but I don't know that.
Well, at some point, I mean, you have to just kind of run it through your mind. Like, I really would like to make my Yellowstone at the top of the 8-foot a rock that scores. So right now, I mean, it's kind of not there. So
I don't know if it's just having a look at the overhead here. Not the overhead, but on YouTube there. It's trying to see if there's a way he can hit that. If he can hit the red that's biting the center line, yeah, have a look at it there. No, it's too high. I was wondering if he'd be able to come off the backside of the other red, but I think it's just too high, because then he could peel the yellow out, or peel the red out and come off the back and maybe sit 2-3 when it was all done. But so after all that, he is going back to the slasher we talked about a few minutes ago.
yeah.
The only bad part of this is you really need to make it now, because you're probably not going to have much left if you don't make it. So it's that time of the game when you got to make one. Only hadn't hit, what, about a half a rock probably. Not throwing it very hard.
Yeah, I started to wonder if you could hit the red on the center line, you know,
Yeah.
not total nose, but almost nose, and just by doing so, you might. This is just over curling.
Yeah, I guess I didn't understand what they were playing there. They were
Yeah.
playing, I guess, a straight bump.
Straight, yeah.
It's a good try, but a very hard shot.
Yeah. But I mean, now I think, Niklas does have to kind of guard against that red double.
Yeah. Yeah, the good thing about that shot is, like you say, is now they are sitting 2-3, which is what we just talked about a minute ago. So you're only one shot away from 2 or 3. And you got a couple ways to do it. That's the good news. One of them's not probably running Niklas's rock back is not your favorite choice, but it might be necessary. It'll be interesting to see what they decide here. They may play the run back. Actually, it would seem odd with a 3-0 lead to take that on, but it's you never know with these teams. They just control them so good that we'll see. What are you thinking, Terry? If you're playing it, what are you playing?
Gee whiz. I mean, yeah, you don't like to just get caught, throwing up a guard. But I don't think, Team King has a lot of options, really.
What about he's looking at outturn. What about just the in-turn draw through that same port? You could still, I think you can be full 8-foot, and you're going to show him the way and maybe give him something easy, but you'll be sitting 2 when you're done.
Yeah, as long as your second shot, you're okay.
Yeah. So Niklas looks like he's going to play the outturn. What I think will be an outturn tap here. He might be trying to squeeze through that port on the outturn, but that just looks really, really hard.
Yeah, this is a more aggressive shot. Probably a little higher reward for making it, but also the risk is, of course, you could leave a potential double. And that would be really the only way, I think, at this point in time of the end, that, King's going to get a chance at a multiple score.
So Niklas Edin, obviously one of the best curlers we've ever seen, playing an outturn. It's either the come around or the tap, and I'm not totally sure which. He struggled a little bit early with draw weight, but in this one, if it doesn't touch it, is going to be too heavy. But will it hang around for number 2? And it might. Can't see it yet.
It does. Yeah.
So it does the trick. Well, I'll tell you, that's not neat. That's not a real easy port to come through to make a draw.
I know.
Stagger is just totally messed up for you.
But, I mean, although it's not the greatest outcome, but certainly Jayden can come down to the stone that's Niklas just threw and likely be shot.
Yeah.
But as we look at it from not the overhead, but the long
Yeah.
range there, that just does not look very inviting.
No, it doesn't. Not a bit. They could also throw the intern down there, but it's a little scarier if he does it, because if he curls 6 inches too much, he gives up 2. So it's Jayden King with a chance to get on the board here, and certainly not a gimme, but see how they get along. Front end having a look, just clean right now. Starting to go.
This is starting to
Can't
curl.
see it, but I think it looks pretty good judging by body positions and all that. If he's got enough weight, looks like he will. This looks like it's going to be
This
a
looks like
terrific
really
shot.
good, yeah. Oh, just
And he's okay,
didn't quite get around though.
but it doesn't matter. The end's over.
It isn't? I think
Oh, is
they
there
each
still
got
2
a
more
rock.
shots?
I think they each got a rock left.
Wow, I got ahead of myself. All right. Well, it was a heck of a shot anyway, and yeah, you're right. It didn't quite get in there, and it would have been a pistol if it had.
Yeah.
Sweeper's just a little hesitant to go early, but I can't blame them. You got to make sure you
I
don't pull
know.
sweeping the guts out of it and then touch that outside guard. Niklas Edin will look to remove this. The good news for Team King is he will leave the same shot. And it doesn't look like, even if it jams, I'm not sure that it's going to be number 2 even. It might, but
Yeah, hard to say. I mean, if it's a straight nose jam, it might be good for second, but
yeah.
Or I guess third.
And he gets by, knocks it out.
Oh,
No
yeah.
problem at all. One thing about those shots for Niklas Edin, they're just kind of like, once he calls him, he's going to take about 3 seconds to throw it and not going to miss it almost ever. So just right down into that, almost like a tuck delivery, isn't it?
I know.
Yeah.
Nose right down on
He
ice level.
Yeah, he could have stood to clear this one by a little bit more, though. It's getting a little close, but so Jayden King with the same shot for a score here. Wouldn't hurt to throw 3 more feet of weight on this. But that's all. Can't throw too much more than that.
I think he'd take the same outcome because as it was shot. So
there's a little bit of that motion going out there, but it looks like the same throw he just had, so he should be fine. Has to come off that outside one. Sander working hard to get it off that guard. Will he get it off of there? I don't think he will. And no, a little rub. Oh, unfortunate. Pretty nice weight. Just that little outward motion, I think, got him, Terry.
Yeah, I mean, this is, kind of what we were just chatting about early, and you just need to get on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
You got to stop this. Here, take the hammer for God's sakes.
Yeah. But when we come back in a minute, he won't have. He will still have hammer, but he'd be down 5-0. So we will go to the break and be back here in just a minute.
Handcrafted in Canada, Hardline's Ice Pad has revolutionized curling for over a decade. Engineered with top-tier precision and durability, it is backed by an unmatched 10-year warranty. Designed for curlers at all levels to sweep effortlessly with maximum efficiency, it is trusted by the world's best curlers, including Olympic and world champions. It is quite simply the best broom in the game. Hardline. Join the revolution.
Sasktel Be Kind Online wants to stop cyberbullying. Want in on the action? We award up to $1,000 for youth initiatives that help spread kindness and prevent bullying. What great idea do you have to help stop bullying? Sasktel can help. Go to BeKindOnline.com and apply for a grant today. Together, we can make a difference.
shots. And you'll see here now we're back with full screen. So it's going to be looks like a little tap, just a tap back for Jayden King. Not a bad call. Try to get a little wall back there maybe and see if he can get something, make something happen that way.
Yeah, I thought they tapped just like behind the corner guard.
You might have been right, Terry. Yeah, I guess you were. I thought maybe they were playing a little tap. I like the little tap too, but that's a good shot right
Yeah.
behind the guard. Can't peel the guard yet, so they at least get to have that rock in the house for one more shot. Because I don't think he'll come around. Maybe he will. I just figured he wouldn't do that, but thought you just come around, out turn, and sit there. So you're gonna take a run at it. I guess there's nothing really hugely to lose on the shot. So Dean will ask Niklas Rana, or Rasmus Rana rather, to remove the yellow with probably about a board weight shot, I imagine.
Yeah, it may not even be board.
No. A little bit of sweeping for Oscar Eriksson. Not going to wear him out. Looks like a good shot. Got enough weight to
Yeah.
move it out, and he'll be
Oh,
fine.
yeah.
Rasmus so steady.
Yeah.
There's some
Real.
rocks there, which is always good if you're down.
But really, really good, controlled weight there to execute that shot.
Yeah, perfect.
We spent yesterday talking about the lack of curl, and I think that was more to do with the previous weekend. We were seeing quite a bit of curl, but
Yeah.
once again, even when you're coming around, guards, while you get a kind of a perfect stone like Team King did there, still it was totally accessible by Team Eden.
Yeah.
Now I think you're going to get your attempted freeze.
Yeah, this one's going to be light though. Yeah, you're on the rings. That's better than not being on the rings. But here comes the peel.
Yeah, you knew Nicholas was going to start peeling once he had the opportunity to do so.
Yep, for sure. Probably straight peel. I don't imagine he's trying to make the run
Oh
back,
yeah,
but you never
straight
know.
peel.
There it goes. This is tough, when you're in this position, as you know, Terry, and it's like it's such a long ways back, and it's hard to figure what do we do, and hard to kind of keep your head in the game the right way, and all that stuff. So it's just a difficult situation, but you got to take a little bit of solace with the fact that there are some rocks in there that you can maybe create a little bit of distraction, or a little bit of maybe a half miss somewhere from Edin, and all of a sudden you scored 2, maybe even a 3, and you're kind of right back in it. So
yeah, I mean, a lot of times you're here and you think, okay, we got 5 games to play here. This one's done. Let's get, you just really want to get on to the next game. But
yeah,
I think it's important for, especially a young team like this to just get a little confidence from some shot making here.
Yeah, there's a super nice shot. If it had came up just another half a rock, it would have been real good.
Oh, this is interesting. Like Nicholas is going to try and get rid of more than just this rock, I think.
Yeah, I think he's trying to run it back into the yellow. Probably take the yellow and the red.
Yeah, looks like he's trying to blow it up. Yeah.
Yeah, and if he does that, he shouldn't leave too much for King to work with.
Oh, maybe
But
he was
didn't.
just
Yeah,
slashing it.
yeah, just didn't get much of it. So a little bit of hope still. Another freeze attempt probably by King. Looks like that's what he's looking at. That would seem to be a good call. You can get all these in there, then you got to figure out how to make them actually count. But baby steps here.
I think if you do the freeze on the top ones, Niklas just blasts the yellow squirt out.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
This to me here, this shot seems like a shot being called by a more experienced skip. So that's I think that's a good sign.
Yep. Shot came, I think, the third. Dylan Neopage actually, or the front end or a combination of all of them suggested this shot.
Mm-hmm. It looks light too.
Yeah, it is definitely a perfect line again, but just not there. And that probably be useful if you're down 1, but down 5, that's not really doing you much good. So Oscar Eriksson now look to remove the shots, or not shot stone, but this yellow stone on the 4-foot. Yeah, he looks fine. It'll be right on the nose, I think. Almost on the nose. So what's the next call, Terry?
I think you're coming down to that back one.
Yeah, I think so too, yeah. You've only got one guard to work with. You might as well
Yeah.
try to use it. I don't know about that. I don't know why you're going to try to... Yeah, that's a better call. Just in there. You don't need to move that red. Point out all the options, but to me, I think there's only really one option here, and that's draw around the yellow or freeze on the back, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
Used to find draw weight here, does Dylan?
And turn draw here.
Yeah, a little light on his first one, so you might be careful not to over add on this one, but it's pretty good. Xander thinks it's good. He's got the broom down.
I got 13-2 there.
Yeah, it's going to be a little heavy then. Yeah, so it's probably what, 14 or thereabouts, 14 and a touch maybe, but
yeah, yesterday we were getting anywhere from 14.2 to 14.5.
Yeah, that's a nice speed.
Mm-hmm.
I remember back, I mean, you're same as I. Basically, it's like used to be if you get anything over 22 was acceptable. If you got to 23, that was like, wow, this is like playing in.
This is fast.
Yeah,
this is
you thought you were in the Briar or something. And now it's like if you can't get 14 seconds out of your club ice, then it seems heavy all the time. So
yeah,
and that Cyrus runs 14 and a half is kind of sometimes dips a little below 14, occasionally dips a little above 15, 14.5, but most of the time it's right in there. We're all volunteer clubs, so it's always going to be a little bit different. Niklas Edin now trying to pick out the yellow shot rock, and he will get that.
Yeah, looks
no problem. Picked it clean. I think Jayden has to play the... Yeah, I don't know. I still think I'm playing the come around, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Just seems easier to draw behind that guard and rather than trying to hit and roll behind that guard. I think you can draw behind the guard and still be shot and be buried, but he's going to play the hit, I think. At least it looks like that. Still chatting about it. Yeah. Jay's going to take that approach. I want to score here no matter what. Heck with it. Don't worry about 2. Let's try to figure out how to get 1.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, that's the reality. You're down 5-0, and something's got to give. So, just get on the scoreboard here.
Yeah. So the intern hit. Didn't throw a lot of weight.
Yeah, he looked like he started that a bit.
Yeah, this is going to be hard pressed to hang around.
Yeah.
And it will not.
Yeah, just not sharp. The boys only got 1 foot out of bed this morning.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you're right. That's not a shot you'd expect him to have much trouble with throwing, and just basically a nose hit. And you've got a little wiggle room on weight, but you can't get it going on ice that's going to have some curl. So anyway, he's going to be looking at a much more difficult shot on his next one now.
Hmm. Yeah, I've watched these kids. I call them kids. Everybody's a kid to me, but
Yeah.
I've watched this team play numerous times, and they're just not sharp this morning.
Yeah.
They're much better than they're showing right now.
Yeah, I would expect that too, and I don't even know them, so.
Yeah, and it's that old story, Nicholas can bring out the worst in you.
Yeah, true enough.
I've played him.
Yeah.
You get all ramped up to play, Nicholas, and then you just kind of want to find the closest exit sign.
Yeah, yeah. So Niklas Edin looking for a tight guard here. Even something that slides into the 12-foot or even biting the 8-foot would be fine. If he puts this right in front and in the 8-foot, you're going to force Jayden to basically play the double and might even have to roll to get shot. It's going to be a heck of a hard shot anyway.
Mm-hmm.
This one's going to curl a hair too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe a tiny little bit. Yeah. So he does have a draw available.
Yeah.
Has at least 8-10 square inches to draw to, so he should be fine. So not a lot of room here. He hasn't really got any backing.
Yeah, come on, skipper.
Yeah. Yeah, we got you this far. You take over. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is sort of the keep on playing shot, I think. I would expect that Jayden and the boys would probably shake if they don't make this one.
I would think so.
Yeah.
Make it, and we'll throw them back.
Yeah, exactly. That looked like a better throw. You need our cameras to be higher.
Sweepers kind of like it, but it's going to have to curl.
It does have to curl. He's close, but I don't know if he's going to hang around.
Yeah, I don't think
enough.
he is.
Oh, he does.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Wow,
That's good.
Very nice shot by Jayden King. That was, hasn't been a great day so far. They still might call it a day,
and
they will. Every now and then you got to recognize, I guess, when enough's enough. Terry, things aren't going well, even though they made a shot there. Let's go out on a positive note and go on to the next one.
That's right. I mean, I think there's, that's one of the games that I think you try and park it. We didn't play well. Let's get ready for this, this afternoon's game.
Yeah, and even being a young team, I think they certainly will have the ability to do that. So, reminder for everybody that we're here all day with coverage of the Curling Stadium Speedy Creek Shootout. 2 games being commentated every draw, so look forward to that. Niklas Edin moves to 2-0, and Jayden King drops to 1-1. So for Terry Corbin and Connor Sims on the production, thanks very much for viewing, and we'll see you again later today.
We asked Saskatchewan what they know about 5G.
More speed, more innovation.
It's going to make our lives a whole heck of a lot easier.
This is what 5G looks like.
Better, faster. Sounds like one more G. Sounds pretty good.
I don't know what it means.
All you really need to know is the future of 5G is here and will continue improving through investments in network technology.
Handcrafted in Canada, Hardline's Ice Pad has revolutionized curling for over a decade. Engineered with top-tier precision and durability, it is backed by an unmatched 10-year warranty. Designed for curlers at all levels to sweep effortlessly with maximum efficiency, it is trusted by the world's best curlers, including Olympic and world champions. It is quite simply the best brew in the game. Hardline. Join the revolution.